Okay. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Today we're going to be going over your online presence, how to build it, and how to update profiles and things like that. Obviously, most people start their search online, so we want to make sure that you have everything set up that you need to, and that you're on all the different websites that you should be. Again, we're going to kind of go over a number of the websites that we use for real estate. Again, some of them you might know about, some of them you don't. And I'll kind of go aside and just show you kind of where to update everything on these different websites. So basically, the main accounts you need are these 8. Again, these will feed to different websites. It's important to make sure that you have a bio, which includes, some information about you, which includes your contact information, and which has a photo. And again, we're going to be kind of going over this for these different websites. So the main accounts that you need are a Weichert Properties Weichert one, right? And that feeds from online residential, our kind of access into the RLS. You need your profile to be up on my.weichert.com. That's going to feed to your personal website, right? Through Weichert and through the My Weichert KV Core system, everyone has a personal website. It's basically your first name dash last name .weichert.com. Everything that you put into your My Weichert account into the profile there will then feed to that website. And again, whatever MLSs or RLS in the case of REBNY that you're a part of will also feed to that website as well. You want to make sure you have a StreetEasy.com account, a Zillow account, a Realtor.com account, a Facebook business page, and kind of the 2 that you don't need to have but are always good to have are a business Instagram and a LinkedIn page. So we're going to be kind of talking about all these different pages and how to get on there. So WeichertProperties.com, again, is our New York City only Weichert website. The website for that website is WeichertProperties.com. This website will feed information from OLR, from online residential. And so for this website, we just need a bio and a photo. What you need to do is send me that bio and photo that you want to use. Again, for the Weichert Properties website, and most of you have it already, it needs to be a 3/4, so it's basically knees up, black and white photo with a white background. And the reason for that is again, if you've looked at our Weichert Properties website, which I'll go to, the agent photos are kind of all in black and white. If you go here to our agents, you can see, right? So we've got these kind of standard photos that we use here. So make sure that you have that up. Again, this website will display, and I'll just click on me, your name, your email, your phone number. It will have your bio. It will have, properties that you have for sale or for rent, as well as a feed from the REBNY RLS, right? You can see this little icon here. It's the feed from the RLS. And the way we have it is that basically we'll start with apartments for $2,000 and down and show those on here. Again, my bio's on here. Most of you have a bio that you sent to me. I will upload this to OLR and it will feed to here. If you have any issues with it, just let me know and I can kind of go through and fix it for you. But it will basically allow people to start to know about you. And if you need to send someone to, get more information about you, this is a great website to send them to, right? So if you go to WeichertProperties.com, if you click on our agents, it will have you on here. Oops, Suze, we got to change your photo here, but here's Karen. And her bio's on here. And again, it will also have anything you have for sale or for rent. If you've sold anything and you put it in through OLR, it will be on here. So here are Karen's past sales, as well as her past rentals, right? So it's a great place where people can kind of start to get a sense of you, the business you've done, and what's been on the market through you. I'll keep going through this. So the next one is my.weichert.com. And as a reminder, that My Weichert website is going to be our feed into KV Core. It's going to have listings that we had. It's going to have information about us. And that's going to feed to all the Weichert sites from this website, right? And so on my.weichert.com, and again, I'm going to click out of here. Once you log into my.weichert.com, just as a reminder, it's your same login as your Weichert One username and password. Those 2 sites are different sites, but the same login. If you look over here on the top right-hand corner, you're going to see this little button. Yours should probably say agent, but it will have your name. And if I scroll down, it's going to have my smart number on here, my email address, my website, right? So again, we all have our own personal website. So if you don't remember what it is, it should again be your first name dash last name.weichert.com. And if I click here on my profile, this is where I can make any changes, right? So again, this will come up with my profile. I'm gonna go to edit profile, right? If I want to change my photo, and again, you can use any photo you want on here, your title, your MLS IDs, right? That will be the feed from different things. You can add your social media accounts, your contact information, your email, right? One thing that I want to point out here is that email from, you want this to be your Gmail account, right? You don't want this to be your Weichert account. This is so when you send mass emails through the system, again, a totally separate item, but want to make sure this is up okay. They don't go to spam, right? And having a Gmail account means it won't go into their spam account right away. So it's a good thing to make sure that that is on there. You can put up your licenses, your bios here, your signature for when you send emails and stuff like that. Right, and I can save this. And also when I go here to my profile, oops. Oh, I'm on the profile page, that's why it's doing this. You know, the other thing I can do here is I can make sure my office is correct. Again, that your bio's on there. What I can also do on here is I can also change which phone numbers I'm showing on the site, right? So if you want your direct line on here, you can show or not show. Lots of different things that you can do through doing this and setting up your website and stuff like that. When I go back to the My Weichert page, just again, you guys should all have completed, or you should be in the process of completing, this Agent Quick Start Success Plan, right? And this will walk you through the KV Core My Weichert system, and this will show you how to set up your website, how to set up all your pages and things like that. Again, if you have questions about it, feel free to send me an email. I'll connect you with our virtual MTS assistant, and this will allow you to make sure that you know how to use this system. Again, it's a self-directed course. Each little module is about 15 to 20 minutes. Do it alongside them, right? You know, do it as they're going through it so you can make sure everything's on there. It's not loading. Sorry, the internet's a little slow today. But basically, this will go through the success plan. There'll be a little yellow button. You'll click OK, and you'll be able to go through that. So I'll leave that for now. Again, what you want to make sure is that you have that Gmail address set up, and that will prevent the mass emails from going to the spam file. So again, if you haven't set up your My Weichert account and website, please be sure to do that as soon as you can. That will help you with your later marketing. StreetEasy. So everyone should have a StreetEasy agent account. And it's important, you know, many of you before you became agents were kind of real estate consumers, maybe looking at apartments and things like that. What you want to do is you want to make sure that we set up a StreetEasy agent account, right? And if I haven't set it up for you, let me know. Just send me a quick email. Hey, I don't have a StreetEasy account. StreetEasy is one of our main third-party advertising platforms. And once I create the account, what you can do is you can go into here. And again, I'll go into me. So when you're on StreetEasy, once you've logged in, you go here to the top right-hand corner where it says account and go to profile. And what this will do is allow you to have your name, your title. So your title should be either a licensed real estate salesperson or licensed associate real estate broker. Your personal website, right? And I'm in here. I'm going to change this. Right, I can put what languages I speak, where I'm licensed, bio, and I'm going to save this. Sorry, guys, just give me 1 second. Okay, so again, you want to make sure you have all your information in your StreetEasy profile. Again, any languages that you speak. Here, I'm going to take out this fax number because we don't really use it that often. Again, my bio's in here and stuff like that, and I can save this. So one of the most important reasons that you're going to have a an account that's an agent account is because you want to make sure that you can actually contact the listing agents, right? The way that StreetEasy works for rentals is that the listing agent's always going to be on there. People pay for their for their $6 a day for the advertising on there when they have a rental exclusive. When it's a sale listing, what StreetEasy does is they sell those leads, right? They sell them to what they call pro agents who get the leads. Again, some of you are working with these leads and things like that. And so if you log into StreetEasy and you're not logged in as an agent, sometimes they will send you to the wrong person, right? So if I'm logged in as an agent now, let's say I'm looking for sales. Let's say we're looking in Soho for up to $1 million. What it's going to do is it's actually going to have the correct information, right? It's going to have all the listings. Again, there's 14 under $1 million in Soho, a lot of them here in the Trump building. Let's click on this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some great information, right? We're going to have the information on the listing agent. We're going to have potentially what the co-broke commission is. So that's what they're actually paying to Weichert for being an agent and for bringing a potential buyer here, maintenance and things like that. Photos. And again, we know that we're going to get the seller's agent, right? If I just log out of this and we pretend we're not an agent, and I do that same search for under $1 million in Soho, right? And if I go to the exact same listing, oops, go back, it's going to look a little bit different, right? It's going to look here like you want to schedule a showing. And what this is going to do is it's going to try to schedule it with this person who's an expert agent, right? And so again, you have to be knowledgeable and remember that you want to contact the seller's agent, and then it's not even going to give you the ability to do it directly through here. You're going to have to go through a couple other steps in the meantime. So again, having a StreetEasy account is important. If you don't have one, let me know. I'll set it up for you. You can change around everything. You can change your bio. You can change your information on there. And again, it's a great place to not only advertise your listings, right? And to, again, let's just look up. Let's look at me. Here we are. But it's going to have your bio, your information, what I have for sale. Again, it will also see deals that I've done, right? Past sales that I've done, buildings that I've worked in and done a lot of deals in, and activity that I've had, be it rental sales, stuff like that. So again, make sure that you have your agent profile set up for StreetEasy. And again, we do get a lot of leads for rentals from StreetEasy. It's $6 a day for those leads. And again, as an exclusive, and having an exclusive for a sale listing, it's a great way to kind of build your business and to have more people to work with. So the next one is Zillow and Trulia, right? Zillow.com is actually owned by the same company as StreetEasy. Technically, actually, Zillow owns StreetEasy, but you do need to create a separate account there, right? When you log into Zillow for the first time, if you don't have an agent account, you want to make sure that you're setting up your account as a industry professional, right? That's going to allow you to create an agent account. Again, that's going to then allow you to put your bio and photos in there. And what Zillow allows you to do is two things, really. One, it's a place that you're going to advertise and potentially get leads from. Two, it's going to allow you to claim past deals and to also ask for testimonials. So I'm going to go to Zillow just to kind of show you guys what that looks like. Again, I'm an agent on Zillow. So when I log in, I kind of see this. Again, when you first log in, make sure you're setting yourself up as an industry professional. And from here, I can do a couple things, right? So if I go to listings, I can see my listings. And again, these are the ones that we currently have active from the team that I'm on. If I click here on profile on the right, and again, I already have my photo and bio and all that in here. But what I can do is I can view my profile, I can share it, I can edit it from here. And what I can also do is I can request a review. And this is one of the best things that you can do to help build your online presence, right? And we'll talk about this a little bit more at the end. But through Zillow, you can request from any of your past clients or any of your past, rental clients and things like that to get a review. And again, it's pretty quick. You just type in their email. There's an automated message in here. And again, if you want to change that, you can say if they're a past client or not, and you can send a request. right? It's a great way, again, to start getting testimonials when people, again, let's say you're starting to work with someone, kind of like what you might do. The first thing that they're probably going to do is start looking online for some more information about you, right? And so that's why having all these websites up and running and going is so important. So for people who've been in the business for some time, what you also want to do is you want to make sure that you have you've gone through here and you've claimed any deals that you've done before. So again, if I click on my profile here and if I go under past sales, right, this is going to have a sales history for things that I've worked on in the past and for listings that I've actually sold or things that I've worked on, right? And so what this is going to do is it's going to feed from listings that you had on Zillow originally, right? So things that were advertised through StreetEasy onto Zillow and things that you've kind of sold before. So the other thing that you can do, especially if you worked on the buy side, is that you can add sales, right? And again, if you look through here, I've claimed most of the sales that I've done, but maybe I forgot one, right? And so what you want to do is you want to click here on add sale, right? Block this. And what you can do is you can start typing in the address. So, and this is one that I just recently closed on, 108 Leonard Street, 10R. So if I click here, right, it's going to ask me for the sold date. Let me just find that. When did we close? Okay, so this one closed on the 19th. So I'm going to click here. Closing price 1715. The price, I represent the buyer. I want to show on the profile and I hit add sale, right? So there we go. So I've just added that sale that I did. Again, here it's going to show up here. And again, what is the reason for that, right? We want people to know sales that we've done, be it working with the buyer or the seller. We want to make sure that we have as kind of comprehensive of an online profile as possible. And that can also help us get more clients or more people who've sold in the or deciding on selling in the building or buying in the building because they know that you've done deals there, right? And so again, Zillow is a place that you want to request reviews as well as make sure that you've kept updated your sales history. And again, some of them will automatically feed. Again, if you've listed it on Zillow, it will automatically feed. But if not, then you can go ahead and claim it, right? And again, that's going to help build your brand and build your online profile. Similarly, realtor.com, right? What you can do is you can have an agent account and you can upload things in here. Again, if I go to log in, let's see if this works. Nope, that is not the right one. So again, if you're new, you want to go to sign up. And again, make sure you're going down here to real estate agent. You can log in. Maybe this will work better for me. Let's see if this works. There we go. And again, what you can do is you can see leads that you have. Again, you can look at your listings. You can edit your profile. Oops. Right? You can put in information, office contract. Save this. And again, you can put a background on. This is great because that way you're going to be able to, to show people, again, what you do, what you've done, right? Again, you can ask for recommendations through here as well. I always recommend using Zillow because those Zillow reviews will automatically feed to the My Likert system, whereas the ones on Realtor won't automatically feed there. Again, you can ask people for multiple ones, but I like to ask just through the Zillow account. So again, if you don't have a Realtor.com profile, make sure you set it up. The one thing that you will need, and I'm kind of grandfathered in because I've had it for a while, is that you will need your NRS NRDS ID, right? That's your REBNY number. Your 5-digit REBNY number is what they're going to be asking you for. Again, mine is 53058. That way the MLS will actually show up on there. Again, your NAR ID is if you're a member of the National Association of Realtors. As a member of REBNY, we're not realtors, but we are going to be a realtor if we're a member of LIBOR or OneKey or any of those other MLSs that you can be a part of, CYBOR, whatever it is, again, and some of you are on that. So, okay. So the next ones are ones that are very good to have. You don't necessarily need to have them, but it is good to have a Facebook business page, right? And I just did a screenshot here of my Facebook business page. What I recommend doing is going to facebook.com/pages/create, name the page, select the category. Again, your category is going to be real estate agent, add a description about you, the services you provide, right? If you're working with renters, if you're working with buyers, if you're working with sellers, whoever it is, you can add that in there. Add a photo, add a background photo, and create the page, right? And again, I'll show you kind of what my close out of that. So if I go into my Facebook account, I can go here, and again, it will save it once you've created it. Again, it will have the photo you put on. And again, if I want to edit that, I just click on the photo. I can edit it. It'll have your information, contact information about you. This is a great place where you can start posting. And again, to kind of build your online presence, one thing that we do, and this is a totally separate kind of work session from this one, but we post things on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and things like that to let people know that we work in real estate and the services that we provide, right? And so back in February, I posted about what's going on in Soho with the market, right? We started having a lot more traction back earlier in 2021. And so we can definitely put that on here. Instagram business, right? Again, it's another page that you can set up. Some people use their same Instagram account for their business and their personal. It's definitely a choice that you can make. Again, Nikki Klaus, one of our top rental agents, she has a website called Nikki Knows New York. She posts different photos of apartments she's seen. This is a little bit hard for me to show you how to do online because it's easiest to do from the phone. But again, if you go onto Instagram and onto Instagram generally, what you can do is you can go to your profile and tap in the upper right-hand corner and tap settings. For some accounts, switch to professional account will be directly under settings. You do account, switch to business, professional account, tap business, select real estate agency as your category. You can add details, tap done. And then again, what you can do is you can just start actually adding content to there, right? Some agents use this daily, and when they're going to see a property, when they're in a neighborhood, they do a quick video, they do a quick thing, they do hashtags with, Soho, downtown, New York City, Weichert properties, real estate, whatever it is. And that can help you build your following online, which again is a great way, totally separate workshop. Just want to make sure that you have one and know how to make one if you do want it. But again, it's a way that you can kind of start building your online presence that way. So LinkedIn is another one. Again, I think most of you have a LinkedIn account. If you are working in a separate field, let's say you're a lawyer, let's say you're a nanny, whatever it is, you might have a separate LinkedIn account. You can basically kind of merge the two together. And on your personal account, you can add the business that you do. Again, if you go under here, if you go into LinkedIn, I'm going to click on my profile just so you guys can take a look at it. For me, again, it's more about me being the manager of the office. But you can have your contact information. You can put that you work at Weichert Properties NYC. You can kind of link back to that. LinkedIn is really about creating synergies and kind of talking to other people. And so what you can do is on the top right-hand corner, you can go to edit profile and URL, right? And you can go in and change these things, right? Change what's showing. Do you want your website to show or not? Yeah, I want my website to show. Do I want my past experience to show? It's again, all these are totally up to you. You can edit the content of the site. You can add things. You can add skills that you have. There's a lot that you can do through LinkedIn. Again, most of you have a LinkedIn account. Just make sure that you've added that you're a licensed real estate agent to there so that people can know. And again, maybe if someone's they're looking for a property, they see you, oh my God, I didn't know you're in real estate, right? And you can kind of capture those synergies that you might not have gotten before. Again, LinkedIn is all about posting, totally separate course, but what you can do is you can connect with past coworkers, family, let them know kind of what's going on and what's happening. You can put up your listings you have for sale or for rent, work accomplishments, awards, and things like that, right? And so that's really great. And again, just as a kind of brief overview of what you would post on social media, property photos, new listings and contract listings, success stories, client testimonials. I always take a photo of my clients at the closing table if I can, or I ask them to send me one with the keys. I ask them, hey, can I post this? I'm not going to put your name unless you want me to. Some want me to put their name, some don't. Totally up to you. And you can tag them and stuff like that, because that lets their friends and family then know that they worked with you, right? And this is all about kind of building, more referrals based on people that you've worked with in the past, right? Client testimonials, awards, market updates, tips for homes, landing pages for information. There's so many things that we can post to these social media platforms. And again, today's really just about what we're going to be doing to actually create these, but it gives you some sense of what's out there. And again, these are some ideas for some weekly posts that you can post. There are a couple other websites that I'm not going to be going over today. These are kind of more advanced ones. Nextdoor, Citizen, Twitter, and Pinterest, right? These are ones that we can talk about more in detail once you've gotten your kind of first 8 websites up and going and things like that. But again, it's really important to make sure that you've created at least these profiles, that your name, your bio, your photo, your contact information is on all these different websites so that people can find you, right? It's very important to make sure people are going to find you. One other thing I'd like to point out at the end here is about asking for reviews, right? Sometimes people are a little hesitant to ask people, there was a hiccup in the deal, something didn't work out the best way or something like that. Maybe they found something on their own. I always think it's important to ask everyone that I've worked with for a review, right? Sometimes people decide not to move, but you've taken them out to see a number of apartments, right? Even if it didn't work out, even if you didn't close a deal, what they can do is they can still vouch for your abilities. And sometimes these people are the most likely to leave glowing reviews because they kind of sometimes internalize the fact they feel bad that it didn't work out, right? And again, you just send a brief email with, and you can do it directly through Zillow. Hey, just looking to build my online network and wonder if you could take a moment to write a brief review and let people know what it was like to work with me. I'd really appreciate it, right? Again, Zillow reviews are the best. RentHop is a runner-up if you work with people on rentals and if you're on RentHop. Just really, really great ways of kind of building your network and building how you're kind of connecting with people. So again, just go through this first list. I'll send these slides out a little bit later today. Make sure that you've gotten everything on the Weichert Properties website, on my.weichert.com, on StreetEasy, on Zillow, on Realtor. Again, if you have a Facebook business page created, that's great. If you have a separate Instagram account, that's great. And make sure you've at least added Weichert to your LinkedIn account. So that's basically it for me today. Again, this is all about kind of getting your online presence up and going and making sure you're on all the right websites. I'm going to stop the share and stop the recording. And then I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys might have.